Is it going? Shee-haw. Looks like it. All right, I gotta head inside. We're gonna be over here in the boat. Welcome to the Happy Oyster. Oh yeah, coming live from New York. West Hampton Beach, New York, and the weather is nice and sunny. And I gotta make sure everything is going. And I'm gonna put this bad boy on. Oh, I'm psyched. That was easier said than done. We got 3 people on already. How about you? Come on, bring it. Screw this thing into here so you guys can see, and it holds it nice and steady. And we're gonna get started. This is kind of a normal spot. How's everybody doing? All right, now to that. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Coffee. I just want to make sure everything is going good. Hey guys, what's going on? Yeah, thumbs it up, bring it on home. While I'm handling my end here for a second, I want you guys to take real good close notice to this t-shirt style, the long sleeve, the color, the distressed part, okay, take a good look, all right? I happen to like it. I think this is a nice quality t-shirt. I like the long sleeve. We can only do, I want to go easy because it gets expensive. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning. All right, let me just pop over here for half a second. Let me make sure everything is cool. I did make some notes. I thought I was going to be broadcasting from Marshfield, Massachusetts. I happened to go up on not emergency, it was kind of planned. We went up on one day. Uh, we went to check that northeaster. It's all about that wind, the wind. The wind is absolutely brutal. And what it can do, it's crazy. Oh, there it is. Oh, live now. Now what? 21 watching. I'm liking life. I got Alan C. I got Zip. I got LMA. How are you? Good morning. Iowa. Boy, oh boy, it doesn't get much farther. Oh, that is like, you know what Iowa is? Iowa, for me, is the end of the coastal evacuation route. That's where I have to go in case of a coastal storm. Iowa. God bless you, Iowa. They grow corn in Iowa, don't they? Liking that. All right, so welcome. Everything's cool. We're going here good. We're going along good with the Happy Oyster, but the weather. The weather. It's just, life's a box of chocolates. Ain't that the truth? One of my most favorite movies in the wide world. This week we have no sponsor. No sponsor wanted to touch us this week. Why did they want to not touch us this week? Is because we're going to be talking about cannabis. So it's also PG-13, blah, 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 blah. Whatever the case may be, no sponsors wanted to touch us. Maybe we're going to get some new sponsors from it. Maybe we're going to address some old sponsors. But you know what? The bottom line is we're not doing this for the sponsors. We're doing it for you. And our show wouldn't be half as much fun if it wasn't for all of you guys and how you are and what you do for us. I'm all by myself again today. If somebody drives by or walks by or something, they're going to think I'm absolutely cuckoo talking to a tripod with a cell phone on. But whatever. How you doing? You do your thing. I'll do mine. Bring it on home. The weather, the wind, broken bridles, great gun. Paul and I were out in the weather of like 40 knots. Go check out his Instagram. You'll see a picture of me over there. Paul and I, we're getting along like brothers, man. I've only known the guy for, since like September or so. And it seems like I've known him for a whole bunch of years. And we just get along thick as thieves, and we're just having a great time. I'm having a great time. I don't know if he is, but I'm having a great time with him. So I'm just loving it. Already Mike, 420 day. Yeah. Blue Oyster Bart. Blue Oyster Colt, Blue Oyster Bart. Hey, I kind of like that. Not bad. Dan the Man is thinking. Dan the Man is coming in from our old channel. Our old channel was the Bike Man for You. We had a little different setup. It was a whole different kind of ball game. It was a lot of fun, though. We had a lot of fun doing it. And it was totally different, and we're changing. And cannabis has helped us to bring us to the next level. What the heck are you talking about, Bart? All right, well, if you watched some of our old live streams from the Bike Man for You, you knew that I had some pretty hoi polloi people that would come into the shop. We're out here in the Hamptons. We're one of the 10 best, blah, whatever. Okay, some ritzy people that would come into the shop, and we would start to talk. And some of them were really cool, and they talked, and we talked as you know, peers and whatnot. And some of them also talked down to me, like, you know, what do you know? What do you think? And I would grill them, and they would step right into my trap sometimes. It was quite funny. I'm not, you know, whatever. Anyway, my big thing I enjoy, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you save. And if you save it properly and you put it to work, it's been my thing, and it just, you have to, that's me. I like business. I was business before I was a bicycle guy. I was business before I'm an oyster guy. But business, real estate, had some investments in that, had stock market, places, conventional places to put your money that you've got to pay attention to. You have to maintain. Some of them are long term, some of them are short term, whatever it may be. My big one for a while was oil. I purchased oil when oil was at $26 a barrel, and I proceeded to sell it all the way up to $40, $50, and I probably should have held on to it even more, but whatever. I did not get greedy. I played the game. I made the money. I put it back into something else. So the next thing, I'm constantly looking, and cannabis was it. At the time, cannabis was about to become legal in 9 states recreationally. Wow, this is kind of ground floor, don't you think? Growing oysters out in the bay is kind of ground floor, don't you think? But you gotta weather the storm. I thought for sure at the time when I'm reading all about this, and I'm getting ready to, and I'm lightly nibbling, little bite here, little bite there. We'll take a little of this, we'll take a little of that. We'll start to plot this. We'll put it on a chart. Blah blah blah. This is gonna be more of a blog, I think, today than it is oysters. You know what I'm saying? Make a long story short, I thought for sure Hillary Clinton was gonna win. Instead, we got this asshole Donald Trump. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it doesn't matter, though. We don't have any sponsors today. Did I say that? Is he that bad? Is this a political show? Is Anderson Cooper here? I'm not going there. I'm just going to continue to stick with cannabis and where that whole thing was going and how cannabis is going to buy us a $4,000 Go Live camera for the Happy Oyster that's going to go on the boat, and we're going to stream live all the time. I'm excited, guys. I am excited for the future. The future is so bright. I got my new shades on. What do you think? I'm getting ready for my new shirt. The sun is on my back. I am just loving life, baby. And thanks a lot for coming along for the ride. So the weather. So you know what? Life's a box of chocolates. You throw it out there and you get rid of blah, 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 blah. Perseverance is probably the number one attribute that, you know, a lot, at least in one of them. One of the number one attributes that you should have is perseverance, and you got to persevere. And you know what? Go ahead. Life is curveballs, baby. Always. There's no such thing as a fastball. They're all curveballs. I don't care what you say. Some of them you watch them go by. Some of them you foul off. Some of them you swing and a miss. And some of them you hit out of the park. So, you know, you're always constantly changing for that curveball, depending upon who the pitcher is. Starbucks CEO this week did a phenomenal job. Hats off to that man. Unbelievable. Facebook sucks. That dude is going down. I just see it go. I see it happening. I see his stock. Now, I made some money with FANG, okay? If you don't know what FANG is, we'll get into that in a little bit, but Facebook is one of FANG. Probably should have stuck around. Probably should have just let it sit there. I don't know. Who knows? You know, you need money for this, you need money for that. You're always changing. You're always, you know. Unfortunately, you can't even loan money. You know, it's just a lot of different things that are going on. So the wind is playing a major factor in my life this past week. I mean, major. Now, mind you, that we went through like 3 or 4 northeasters within a month out here. And here here on Long Island, where I live, everything was cool, man. I was okay. But yeah, we had some damage here or there, some sticks and this and that, and some bridles were broken, and you know, we fixed them, and we got ourselves back up and going again, and right away, and blah, 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 blah. We were not quite aware of what was going on in another piece of property in Massachusetts where they had wind, man. I'm talking about wind. We went up there last night and we checked it out, and I'm like, whew, the power of the wind. Because, but again, this whole past week, I'm already thinking about wind, wind, wind. And now I'm driving up there, which it takes about 4 hours. And I'm thinking about the wind, and then I'm thinking about those northeasters, and I'm thinking about what the spot is. And if you want to see where the spot is, come on over to our old channel. We streamed out of there live once or twice. And the wind, it's not. They just replaced the seawall. The seawall, awesome job, solid as a rock, but it shoots the waves straight up. And then the wind comes and slams that wall of water right up against the house, as well as up and underneath. And the wind is blowing, and it's probably, I don't know, it must have been exciting to be there when it was going down. Let me tell you what, because the force of that wind is unbelievable. It has thrown me a curveball this week that, oh man, I don't know. I think I might have to let it go by and see what the next curveball is on this one, because it's a mess, man. The wind is a mess. The wind does the damage. Is it Roscoe something? Who's Roscoe? Weather is always a contingency to work outdoors. Ain't that the truth? Truer words never spoken by my man, Jimmy Frozen. Thank you, guys. Thanks, guys, for tuning in today, man. It really, you know, there's just nothing. Instead of crashing in on this, 10 speed, you bring up a point there about that. But again, there was a, you know, and again, we don't know all of the facts. We don't know all the facts in regards to CEO at Starbucks and the Starbucks incident. There are some facts that, you know, and again, blah, 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 blah. But the one main fact is that he works for the people, and he's trying to satisfy the people. And the bottom line is to do the right thing. And the social media aspect of the whole thing, and the way that this can get twisted and turned and whatnot, he took that negative, no matter what it could have been, and turned it into a positive. That's why I say that he is an absolute genius. Genius. He didn't fight, man. He just whoop, bam. Here's what the situation is. Hey, man, we're sorry. Whoop, and done. You know, woo. That was impressive. I thought it was impressive. You know, you got yours. I thought it was impressive. So, I don't know. I agree with Will. I am right there with you, brother. I, myself, do not drink Starbucks. It is way too much money. You want to hear a funny story about Starbucks? This is back when Starbucks was first getting going. And I was thinking about it. Here it is. I hear about it on the CNBC. That was my Jim Cramer imitation. Does that sound good? A customer of mine, by the way. Hey, Bart, we're in the city. Spent the night. Got a couple of rooms, a couple of friends. Probably about 10 of us. Call up everybody. Hey, what? This is back before you had cell phones. You had to call them on the dial the phone number. What do you want? I'm going to go across the street and go get some coffee at Starbucks. Oh, yeah. And they start rattling all this shit off. I want a double mocha choco moco momo mofo. And I want a double latte nate chate. And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, holy shit, I need a piece of paper. I start writing this down. I'm like, what the? I go in there, I say, I want a regular cup of coffee, the biggest one you got. And I started rattling. And he just says, I gave it to him. He talks to me, he sort of laughs a little bit. And because I use my abbreviations or whatever. And he says, what's this? So we conversed for a little bit. I don't know, it was about 6 to 8 items. Comes back, it was $42. I was like, what? 8 coffees, $42? I was thinking $20, man. So that was my first experience with Starbucks, and I never touched them since. Yeah, once in a while you're in an airport, blah blah blah, whatever. But is their coffee good? I don't know. 7-Eleven's the best for me. $2.49 for 20 ounces. I'm in. $5 a day, whether you need it or not. Lately, I've been living at home, and I've been really going cheap. I've been doing my own chock full of nonsense that heavenly coffee, better coffee, millionaire. Is that the one? Oh, yeah. No, I don't know what to say. What else we got going on? How about you? Come on. What happened here? Why is this all? Oh, it's because I wasn't saying anything. What do we got, Jack? Johnny. That's yeah. So you make your own Starbucks at home. You know what it is? It's the filtered water. If you're really into coffee and whatnot, that's what it says. Above or below grade. Embrace change. We must embrace change. So I told you guys about the new camera we're gonna get. I think it's gonna be exciting myself. A 360 camera. I can't remember the name of it. I don't know. It's one of the lesser costly ones, but it seems to be a plug-in and play. And I hope, I hope it works. I hope it works well. And that's all courtesy of cannabis. Hopefully cannabis continues to keep on a roll. I think it's very important that we support this cannabis movement. I don't necessarily, I'm not going to talk about recreationally, but I'm going to talk about medically. Okay, medically, I am 100% positive that it helps. And that is one of the reasons why I put my money where my mouth is. Personal experience. It works medically. No ifs, no ands, and no buts. But now you're thinking, well, what do you mean by that? I am a cancer survivor. It helped me get through my cancer. No ifs, no ands, and no buts. Was it legal? Would that, whatever. I'm not even going to go there, okay? I'm just going to tell you that it works. And it should be legal federally, medically, around the world. Period. Help this kid with epilepsy. Again, there's different variations. I didn't just invest in pot. I invested in cannabis. I invested in the whole picture. The hemp, the CBD, the this, the that. Okay? There's certain things that don't get you all stoned and all cuckoo. All right? There's certain things that are in those plants that calm the guy down. That he doesn't have any more seizures. Can you imagine being a kid, being in 5th grade, and you're at the lunch table, and you start freaking out? Huh? Can you imagine all the other kids that are checking you out? Can you imagine what that kid feels like? Can you imagine how bad that dude is? What that does to that kid? Gets a strong person, man, and bang, give him a little CBD, bing, 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 we're in, man. This son of an oyster costume and bring it on. Is Kim Dong-Hung watching? I don't know. You want to talk about him? Yeah, 10 speed, you bring up a really good point. It's a little bang. Basically, it's average, right? It's a moderation. It's a not. Let's try to smooth it out a little bit, right? I'm with you, man. I'm with you. It's just, I had a friend of mine that he was an epileptic, and he had a freak out in the lunchroom, and I remember all the kids, and I got kicked out of school because I went to bat for a kid and kicked somebody's ass, and because he was making fun of them, and the poor kids doing whatever. You get the idea? So I personally there as well about that whole epileptic thing. We all have a story like that. I took 2 days at home for that. Hey, it happens, I was not the best of boys in the world, okay? Again, we're PG-13. Bring it on home. If you don't take my fire, I'm gonna burn one. Oh, Will Reeds, I hear you, man. Todd, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. Save the world. That's it. Cannabis and 7-Eleven coffee. Yeah, that's it. That's all we need. We just need to do those two things. You know? Well, I agree. Totally. You know, it's just like anything else. It's just like anything else. Recreationally, whatever. You know, the taxes or this, that. And New York is just coming along, and boy, oh boy, it was a crazy week for cannabis stocks in general. If I'm sounding pretty hyped up about cannabis, it's because it's enabling me to do some things that I want to do. That's giving me some, you know, and it's going to enable a lot of other people in many different ways. So it's, you know, this whole FDA approval of this drug is what I'm getting at. If you guys aren't familiar with it, check it out. Hell, and I said we weren't going to necessarily get too bad. You know, Trump, you know, hey, as of this morning, Kim Jong is going to say enough. Enough is enough. So, Kim Jong, thank you. Let's see what happens now. Now you got to put up or shut up, you know? We're going to be checking on you. Period. Did Donald Trump have something to do with it? I don't know. But you know what? Things are looking up in the world this morning, in terms of nuclear war and all of that kind of good stuff. I like what I'm hearing this morning. But again, like I said, I'm with reservation, you know, when I'm going to take a step back. But at least it's, you know, hey, it's opening up. It takes a real man to let somebody back, you know. It takes, you know, you got to forgive, man. You can't necessarily just because, you know, whatever, you know. And again, it was Donald Trump's tactics. My button's bigger than your button. I think it was a total asshole move. But hey, whatever. Things seem to be going right. Curveball, going right. Things are going right. You know, we're moving forward. You're alive. You're kicking. No, not yet. Artie Mike. All right, to the boat. What time is it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, 25 minutes. I'm just excited. I'm excited, Artie. I am just so excited. I had such a great week. I cannot tell you. Progress on the boat. Yeah, I'm going to that right now, Jimmy. Excellent idea. Because of the weather, because of where we're going, let me see if I can undo this. It's going to get shaky now because I'm getting rid of the tripod. Can I turn this around? If I lose you guys, I'm sorry. Let me go. Where's that camera thing that you turn it around with? Oh, here. Does that work? Hit it again. Maybe not. Maybe once it's going, it's going. That's it. Okay, sorry. So, seems only fair to me, Sandra Carna. What's that? All right. Back at you. All right, so we got the 54 over here. We got the boat. We got the maker, the smile maker. We glassed in some holes. We got to get that little sand. We'll give this a little coat of paint. We're coming back here to the moto. Oh, we did a nice job on this. This turned out really nice. Let me see if I can get that in there right. Where is the camera? Oh, it's right there. Okay. So I put some fiberglass with some of those holes just to fill it in, and gave it a shot of glass with a little fiber over it. We got to give this a little sand, and then we're going to take care of this and give this all a coat of paint. Here we go to the moto. Now, again, you know, boats. Boats are holes in the water that you just continually throw money at. I hate boats. Oyster on your cheeseburger. Hey, you know what? Not a bad idea. A fried oyster on top of a cheeseburger, like an onion ring. We're going to be checking that out. Bring it. Hey, that was a good idea. I like the ideas of that. So anyway, we got this like aluminum plate right here. It doesn't go far enough. Now again, we bought the boat for relatively short money. It's a whole shooting match. We don't have but 5,000, not even 5 G's in this. We still got 2 G's to go yet before we got 5 G's in. So we're going to be well under budget on the line item of the business plan, okay? You got to have a business plan, boys and girls. Spell it out as best you can. Yes, you can change it, but you got to do it, okay? Boat, 5 G's. We're not even there yet. We're not even close. We got 2 left. So we're going to go here. We're gonna get this plate to go all the way down. Another thing that the problem was is that they didn't put another hole. They didn't put another bolt here. So I want this to go all the way down to where that bottom hole is down there. And that's what I want to do. And then I want to brace it up a little bit on the other side of this, inside of this hatch right here. But in order to do that, this has got to come off. Now this is a Mercury Offshore Edition 2-stroke gas guzzling, badass 250 horsepower motor. And we have two 35-gallon, that's one of them. The other one is still in the woods over here, getting ready to put it on there. Two of those 35-galloners, and then the tumbler's going on this side, and we're going to build some other stuff and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Pollutant. Venus is hotter than Mercury. Oh, man, you guys talking about, now what are you guys talking about? Who's stoned? You know, we're just a speck of a fingernail. So there she is on this side, if you want to see a little bit of that one. I want that motor for your pontoon boat. You got a pontoon boat, 10-speed? Nice. That's going to be our next convert. You know damn well. I'm just trying to get like on the business plan. I'm just looking at trying to. I'll be making out like a bandit. And plus, sorry. We're back. Am I back? Are you there? You good? Sorry. We're good? We're good, right? I think? Good. All right, let me plug this bad boy back in its little holder here. Ta-ta. All right, so that's about all I got for you guys. I'm going to get to work on that boat. I got to get that engine off of that. So I got to go get Freddie's got a hoist, a A-frame hoist. You set it up, it's like a little A thing, and then it has a little bar that goes across, one A on one side, one A on the other side of the boat, and then a bar that goes across, a little chain hoist, and you unbolt, move it over to the side, and then do what you got to do. You know, that aluminum plate got to come off. It's got to come off. Maybe we would use that on the inside. They only use little plates. You know, they made the boat pretty good. I'm pretty happy. It's a little bit, it's another curveball, you know? As you're fixing and as you're going along and you're doing your thing and getting it ready, you notice things that you didn't necessarily notice at the beginning. And so you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, as soon as I get way out there, my Wi-Fi signal gets a little bit crappier. Yeah, man, hey, it did stop for a second. It is the only answer. What's that? What's that, Will, baby? S.E. Charles. What's going on, guys? All right, so that's all I got for you today. Half hour. Need your help. Need your help to watch us all the way through. Just put it on and let it run. The average view duration is a little bit on the slacky side, but that's all right. I understand. It's going to get better. I'm really excited about our new camera that we're going to be getting. It should be. I'm pulling the trigger Monday morning, so you know, it's. I don't know. Let's see what happens. No promises for next week. No promises. Absolutely none. I'm not sure what kind of a computer we're going to need for this thing. It's exciting though. It's nice. It's like a little pod. It's got 4 little things on it, and it shoots in 360. So you guys are going to be able, as you hear or whatever, you guys are going to be able to maneuver what you want to see. I don't think it gets any better than that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm excited. As you can tell, I had a great week. I'm really looking forward to next week. It's just going like this, boys and girls, and it does get a little scary because it does go like this, but you know what else it can do. It can go like this. So, but it does seem to be gaining momentum in many different ways. The cannabis movement is here. It's here to stay. Support the cannabis movement. Maybe they're my sponsors today. there you have it, guys. Enjoy yourselves. I thank you all so much for tuning in. Come over to our Instagram, our Twitter, and our Facebook. We keep it going, trying, and we're slow and steady right now. Slow and steady wins the race. We're just getting going. And thanks for coming. I want you to enjoy. Maybe next week we'll have a new T-shirt too, or maybe a logo at least. We're gonna shoot for that too. I got a lot of goals. I got to get that T-shirt going. I need a T-shirt. All right. Yeah, Roscoe, thanks, man. Thumbs it up, baby. Bring it on home. I hope I didn't offend anybody today. If I offended you, I'm sorry. Please put your comments below. Love you. See you guys. Adios, amigos. Where do I go? Stop. See you next week. 10 a.m. live. New York time. Boom. Uh-oh. What happened? Where'd it go? Everybody, Johnny, see you. Oh, here. What's going on? Bye for now. You enjoyed being. I thought I hit the button. What happened? Hit it again. Something's around on the phone. There we go. See you guys. Adios.